Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rhea Ripley is being buried by WWE, a veteran has now revealed. This comes after the star didn't have the best time on Raw this week. On the Monday night show, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair were both in the ring with Io Sky, ignoring her and pushing her away. Sky had enough of it and knocked the EST down with a punch. She also slapped Ripley across the face, making her look shocked. Industry veteran Vince Russo has now said this is a sign they are burying Ripley. This comes after the star lost her title to Sky recently, thanks to Bianca Belair distracting her. Speaking on WrestleBinge's Legion of Raw, Vince Russo said that the fact that they were making the Eradicator sell a slap from someone half her size, in the shape of Io Sky, was a very bad sign. He said that they were burying her as she did nothing but stand there, drawing comparisons to China, saying that she would never have allowed that to happen. Russo further suggested that Ripley may have done or said something that crossed someone backstage, and that's why this was happening. The star is currently trying to insert herself into the title picture, with a match between Belair and Sky scheduled for WrestleMania 41 at the moment. Rhea Ripley, buried by WWE after championship loss. Rhea Ripley's meteoric rise to the top of WWE was nothing short of extraordinary. From her beginnings in NXT to becoming one of the most dominant figures in the women's division, Ripley earned her spot in the spotlight. Her reign as the Raw Women's Champion, which began after a dominant victory over Asuka at WrestleMania 37, was a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. However, the sudden and unexpected loss of her title in a shocking turn of events has left fans, pundits, and industry veterans alike questioning whether WWE is burying Ripley, a term often used to describe the booking of a wrestler in a way that harms their momentum or career prospects. In the world of professional wrestling, booking decisions can make or break a superstar. The term burying is often thrown around when a talent is abruptly taken out of a prominent position or is made to lose in such a way that it diminishes their value. But what happens when one of WWE's brightest stars seems to have their championship taken from them without explanation or clear storyline reasoning? Is this a case of WWE undermining Rhea Ripley's hard-earned place as a top talent? Could it be that Ripley has angered someone in the company, resulting in her sudden loss of the title? Veteran wrestling commentator and former WWE personality, Jim Cornette, recently weighed in on this situation, giving his perspective on the matter. According to Cornette, the sudden nature of Ripley's title loss suggests that someone in WWE may have pissed off the powers that be. The cryptic nature of his statement only fueled speculation among fans and analysts, leading many to believe that there could be more to Ripley's unexpected downfall than meets the eye. The rise of Rhea Ripley, a champion in the making. Before we dive into the controversy surrounding Rhea Ripley's sudden title loss, it's important to recognize the impressive trajectory she has had in WWE. Ripley's rise to prominence began in NXT, where she quickly made a name for herself as one of the most physical and skilled wrestlers in the women's division. Her character, built around her intimidating persona, strength, and unmatched athleticism, made her a standout performer. Her early battles against stars like Shayna Baszler and Toni Storm elevated her to the upper echelon of the NXT women's division, but it was her victory over Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 36 that truly marked her as a future main eventer in WWE. Ripley's transition to the main roster was not without its challenges. Like many NXT call-ups, she had to adapt to a new audience and new dynamics on WWE's flagship shows, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. However, her first big break came at WrestleMania 37, when she dethroned Asuka to win the Raw Women's Championship. This victory signified WWE's commitment to pushing Ripley as one of the top women in the company, and the fans responded with overwhelming support. Her reign was marked by her impressive matches and dominant presence. Ripley wasn't just another champion. She was a legitimate powerhouse, capable of holding her own against anyone in the division. With her blend of brute strength and technical wrestling, She quickly proved she wasn't a flash-in-the-pan champion, but a legitimate force to be reckoned with. Her championship reign was not just a testament to her in-ring abilities, but also to her growing star power. As WWE began to transition into the post-pandemic era, Ripley's character began to evolve as well. She was no longer just the rebellious underdog. She was the dominant champion, a force of nature that few could match. Her victories over established stars such as Asuka, Nikki Ash, and others showcased her prowess and solidified her as one of WWE's top women. The sudden loss, what went wrong? So when WWE suddenly decided to take the championship off of Ripley, it was a shocking and confusing turn of events. In what seemed like a random and unexpected move, Ripley's title reign was abruptly cut short, and the WWE Universe was left wondering what had happened. Was this a simple storyline decision, or was there something deeper at play? To fully understand why this loss was so jarring, we need to take a closer look at the timing and context. At the time of her loss, Ripley had been positioned as the cornerstone of the women's division. She had defeated some of the top talents on Raw, and her character had been given significant airtime, cementing her as the go-to champion for the brand. The sudden and unexplained loss, especially considering the build-up surrounding her title reign, left fans scratching their heads. One possibility is that WWE wanted to move in a new direction with the Raw Women's Championship. In a business where the focus often shifts based on what is perceived to be the most marketable or engaging storyline, it's not uncommon for titles to change hands rapidly. However, the manner in which Ripley lost the title seemed unceremonious, with little fanfare or storyline payoff. Unlike other title changes that are built up with months of storytelling, Ripley's defeat came across as abrupt and somewhat aimless, raising questions about whether there was a more significant reason behind the decision. Jim Cornette's theory. Did Rhea Ripley off someone in WWE? In the aftermath of Ripley's title loss, veteran wrestling commentator Jim Cornette provided his take on the situation. Cornette, known for his candid opinions and often controversial takes, suggested that the reason for Ripley's sudden fall from grace might have to do with backstage politics rather than creative choices. He speculated that Ripley may have ed off someone in WWE, possibly a high-ranking official or a top creative mind, leading to her unexpected loss of the title. Cornette's comments set off a firestorm of speculation across social media, as fans and analysts alike began to question whether backstage politics had played a role in Ripley's booking. While it's important to note that Cornette's theory is purely speculative and based on his experience in the business, it does provide an interesting lens through which to view the situation. In WWE, where power struggles and backstage politics are infamous, it's not uncommon for wrestlers to find themselves in a precarious position due to personal conflicts or disagreements with those in charge. For a talent like Ripley, who had worked so hard to build a strong reputation, the sudden removal of her title could be indicative of something more than just creative differences. This theory is further fueled by Ripley's own comments in interviews. While she has not directly alluded to any backstage issues, her occasional frustration with her character's booking and the creative direction of her storyline has been evident. WWE is a company known for micromanaging its talent, and many superstars have found themselves at odds with creative when their ideas or vision do not align with the direction of the company. The impact on Rhea Ripley's career. If Cornette's theory holds any weight, the ramifications for Rhea Ripley's career could be significant. In an industry where perception is everything, a wrestler who is buried or sidelined due to backstage conflicts can struggle to regain their momentum. WWE's treatment of their champions is often a barometer for their long-term prospects in the company, and a sudden, unexplained loss of a title can lead to doubts about a wrestler's future. However, it's also possible that this loss could simply be part of a larger storyline. WWE has a long history of surprising twists and turns in its narratives, and Ripley's sudden defeat could be part of a grander plan that has yet to unfold. If that's the case, then fans can only hope that Ripley's setback is temporary and that her rise to prominence will continue. Ripley's future in WWE remains uncertain. While her star power and in-ring abilities have certainly made her one of the most promising talents in the company, her future will depend on how WWE chooses to book her moving forward. Will she be able to overcome this setback and reclaim her spot at the top, or will WWE's creative forces continue to hold her back? Only time will tell. Conclusion: Rhea Ripley's loss of the Raw Women's Championship came as a shock to fans and industry insiders alike. The suddenness of the decision has led many to question whether there are underlying issues at play, with some speculating that backstage politics may be a factor. While Jim Cornette's theory about Ripley pissing off someone in WWE is purely speculative, it highlights the complex nature of the wrestling business, where relationships, politics, and creative choices often intersect in unpredictable ways. Regardless of the reasons behind her title loss, Rhea Ripley's talent is undeniable. She has proven herself to be one of the most capable and charismatic stars in WWE, and her future in the company will ultimately depend on how the powers that be choose to utilize her. Whether this setback is a temporary blip or the beginning of a longer struggle remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Rhea Ripley's story is far from over. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.